Hey guys, I found a commentary material. We have it, and sorry for kicking down your door.
NES Mario 123? What are you doing here?
No time. Watch this video. It's bad.
What is that?
It's
What? What is it?
a social justice warrior. Guys, you know what we must do. Hello, this is Ryan Rhino Mills.
This is the Masked Star Maker.
And this is NES Mario 123.
And welcome to another commentary. And guess what? The video we're doing today is a social justice warrior, quote-unquote, defending the minorities from the majority party. I think that's all I really need to say. Let's begin.
So I'm digging myself a hole again. This is probably a huge mistake on my part.
Understatement of the century.
Aspect of the social justice life should probably be discussed. Following video is based on Western culture, namely the shit I see as an American. I know that my normal booktube audience probably doesn't care a whole lot about this, and that's okay. So therefore my audience will probably only be gross men's rights activists who will eventually find this video and find fault with my appearance.
Well, to be fair, we're not all like that. Oh, wait.
When a minority is posting in a safe place like their personal blog or a Twitter account, they are allowed to talk about their struggles. Sometimes on my Tumblr I say things like, ugh, I am so sick of straight white boys. As a queer woman, I have plenty of reasons not only to be fed up by straight white boys, but also to be frightened of them.
What's so funny about these social justice warriors is that their logic can be easily applied to them, because not only do I have reasons to be fed up with the social justice warriors, but as a straight white male, I have a reason to be scared of them. Like being afraid I could say something someone takes out of context as racist or sexist, and then ruins my image forever. Or having my race insulted by some girl on the internet for the reason of we're the majorities.
There is absolutely no good reason for anyone to reply to my untagged post with the following. Don't you mean some straight white boys? Or, we're not all like that. Or even, God forbid, you're generalizing. That's just as bad as being racist or sexist.
Well, if the goal of a social justice warrior is to have equality, and you can totally correct me if that's their main goal, then yes. The generalization of straight white males is as bad as being racist or sexist.
First of all, I only posted that because in the span of one day, I had one straight white boy contact me asking if we could hang out so maybe he could get a blowjob. And another one say that I'm not queer enough to use that excuse not to date him.
Do you have any evidence to back up your claim? We don't! Even if you do, two white straight males is not the reason to generalize all white straight males.
I know you're not all like that. I know a few white cishet men who are pretty active in the community and would never do anything like that. However, if you're responding to something like that with, don't you mean some? Then I bet you're not one of those people.
We will come back to this point later because do I have a lot to say about it.
Because when I say I hate white, straight, cisgender men, I'm probably talking about privilege. There's a pretty good chance I'm talking about privilege.
Yeah, I'm probably talking about privilege, dude. And you should instantly just know that, you idiot. Cause you're an idiot, like everyone else in this white cisgender male land of horrors.
I am talking about how I hate that society favors white cishet men. I hate that our laws and customs favor them and let them get away with some gross injustices. So yeah, I hate that white straight dudes get off so easily.
You know, because it's not like there's been multiple moments in history where this hasn't happened, like the Titanic, where the women and children got to go on the lifeboats first, as most of the men on the boat lost their lives. Or it's not like it was a thing back in 1994, people in England got men beaten up by their wives and paraded them around like fools, and God forbid, it's not like women have framed men for multiple crimes they didn't do and get them put in prison. And on a topic that's different from women, it's not like you could be called racist just for saying something negative against anything that a black person did. That'd be crazy.
But no, we're the favored privilege, and we just prance around having all minorities kiss our feet and bow to our every whim, and we can say anything about them because we're the majority party. By the way, if you couldn't pick up on that, fangirl flails, that was sarcasm.
I don't owe any white cisheads an out for their privilege. As always, I am white, I have white privilege, therefore I will never know what it's like to be a person of color. However, I've seen this happen to more people of color than white queer girls, so we're gonna change up the hypothetical situation a little. If you're a white person and you see a person of color talking about their struggles with oppression and complaining about white people, and your first instinct as a white person is to jump in and tell them that not all white people are like that and that you personally are not a racist, then you might be a racist.
What?
And your first instinct as a white person is to jump in and tell them that not all white people are like that and that you personally are not a racist, then
you might be a racist.
What? Okay, now, what you just said there, was that if our first instinct as a white male, after being generalized as racist, is to tell the person that we're not all racist, that makes us racist. That makes absolutely no sense. Zero. Zilch. Nada. That there is no logic behind that. And even if there was logic behind that, that could easily be used against you. You know what? I'm so sick of females being selfish. What? You're saying that not all females are selfish? Well, you must be selfish then. What? You're saying that not all black people are scary murderers? You must be a scary murderer. Whatever. If that's your first black person instinct. What? You're saying that not all gay people like to shove their opinions on the people and are very indecent? Well, you must like to push your opinions onto people and be very indecent. What? Not all social justice warriors are insane? Well, by that logic, you're insane. Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see the logic on how it can easily be used against y'all? But no, social justice warriors like you don't think about that logic because we're the majority and you're the minority. Well, you know what? That's perfectly fine. That is wonderful. That is flawless. In fact, if you were to look up flawless in the dictionary, you would find a link to this very video. No, there is no logic behind any of this. None.
I just want to point this out. If what you just said, hell, the whole video was directed towards a person of color, people like you would be the first person to call it out for racism. So tell me, how that situation is any different from this one?
The answer is, it's not.
You are making the conversation about white people and your own experience when that's not what the conversation is about. In fact, you probably want to be given praise for not being a racist, don't you? You want that person to stop complaining for a second and tell you, oh, of course not. Not all white people are like that. You are the exception. Oh, and God forbid they don't say that. Somehow you have found the fact that they didn't say not all white people are oppressive more offensive than the legitimate oppression that this person was originally talking about. If you didn't think that, you would stop making it about you. Why is the fact that you are not the one personally causing this oppression more important than the fact that they are indeed facing oppression?
Because there is a likely chance that said person thinks that I am part of the oppression.
Happening. So in conclusion, there's nothing on this earth that will make me put the words some or not all when talking about the majority party who is being oppressive. This is because, one, it doesn't matter because the oppression is still happening, and 2, I am not going to let you forget the part you play by being a part of the privileged party.
So let me get this straight, crazy lady. You're going to keep reminding white people that they have to play a part of we insult your race and you just have to accept it because they're white. But they can't change the fact that they're white. So you're being oppressive towards straight white males. Aren't double standards fun?
And 3, some people are so self-centered that they will just stop listening if they know the conversation could never be about them. You need to know that I could be talking about you. You could be doing these oppressive things, and you need to think about possibly stopping.
Who are you talking to? Me or you?
So obviously the sun is setting and my camera's dying. There is so much more to talk about. Talking about privilege and the way you should respond to people talking about their struggles. But this will have to do for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Well, now that the video is over, we shall give our final thoughts. Like, what do I even say? I have no words. This video is pretty much a big majority of social justice warriors today. Now, I'm not saying that all social justice warriors are like that, but if it was your first instinct to say that they're not all like that, then by this lady's logic, you are like that. You see where again, that is the point that irks me. That is the part that gets to me the most.
This video was nothing but a pathetic excuse for trying to attack racism and sexism and actually defending those terms, all just to lose logic for this video.
And you know what's even funnier? Even the minorities, the people she's defending, disagrees with this video. Look at these comments. Not only do these social justice warriors fail in defending these people, they even make the situation worse by making them look weak. Like they need defending, which is just downright despicable.
It's bad.
Well said. This is the bunch of pseudo-intellectuals, and actually, you know what? I'll be right back, because I really need to do this. There! Now you can't say I didn't check my privilege.